It was a sunny Saturday morning. Sylvie and Prue were playing and having sliding races near the vegetable garden. Suddenly an enormous shadow loomed over them and the air stiffened. Sylvie shuddered. It was Ben and Kate from the big house. "Quick, hide!" cried Prue. She disappeared inside her shell. But it was too late. The children had seen them. Quivering like a spoonful of jelly about to be eaten, Sylvie held her breath, waiting to be crushed. Instead, there was a gentle tug on top of her shell. Sylvie tried hard to hold on to the ground, but the tugging was too strong. She had to let go. The ground disappeared so fast, she felt dizzy. She closed her eyes until she stopped moving, and then slowly opened them. Staring straight back at her were two of the biggest blue eyes she'd ever seen. It was Ben. He turned to his sister. "Look, Kate," he said. "It's a tiny snail." "Here's another one," said Kate, picking up Prue. "I wonder if they are friends." "I bet they play together all the time," said Ben. "This one has such a pretty shell. I know, let's take them on an adventure." Bubbles of excitement spiraled around inside Sylvie's shell. Ben liked her. He was taking her on an adventure. Ben placed Sylvie inside the cab of his big red truck. She had a comfortable seat, a window to look through, and her best friend sitting beside her. Not that Prue was the best of company. She was still hiding in her shell, and no matter what Sylvie said, she wouldn't come out. "Broom!" shouted Ben as they took off, zooming down the old concrete path beside the house, screeching around potholes and bumping over cracks filled with scurrying ants. The world had never moved so fast. Leaving the path, the truck whizzed through the orchard and across the lawn. They passed flower beds filled with red blossoms, rock gardens, and fences fringed by tall trees. Then they were grinding down the gravel driveway to the white letterbox leaning beside the road. It was so exciting. What an amazing adventure. No snail from under the hedge had ever travelled so far before. Ben parked the truck beside a wooden gate beneath an old oak tree. There was no sign of Prue, so Sylvie shook her shell until she poked her head out quickly before disappearing again. As the children collected acorns, Sylvie listened to them chatter about a trip they were about to take, travelling around the world, visiting Los Angeles, London, and Paris. They were leaving next Saturday, and there wasn't a lot of space in their suitcases, but they were allowed to take a favourite toy each. Kate was taking her teddy, and Ben was taking his truck. Sylvie imagined all the sights they'd see. No wonder they were so excited. It was exactly the kind of adventure she'd like to have too. Sylvie's daydreaming ended as a shout came from the house. "Ben! Kate!" It was the children's mother calling them in for lunch. Ben picked up the truck and scampered back up the driveway to the house. He put the truck down next to the vegetable garden. "Bye, snails," he said, peering in and smiling. As soon as the back door slammed shut, Sylvie and Prue slid out of the truck. "Wow," said Sylvie. "That was amazing. We'd better not tell anyone. We'll get in big trouble." "I never want to do it again," cried Prue, still quivering. But Sylvie wasn't listening. As she slid back home, all she could think about was the ride in the truck. She wanted to do it again soon, but the children were going away. She'd just have to wait until they got home. Or would she? What if she stowed away on board?